Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Lucid, and I am joined this time by Grippa and Ravzia.
We live.
Yes.
Hello. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. I've been sorry for the delay in the uploads going up. I've been recovering from COVID this past week.
He spent some time in Middle Age Statist Dominion.
That's right.
He's back.
Been getting a bit of the miasma. But anyway, time to hop back on the horse, get some of these episodes out. We'll start with the message from Bogarus. Last episode, by the way, for those of you who forgot, because it's been a little bit.
I forgot.
Phlegra had like a bit of a showdown with Satis, and Satis kind of repelled Phlegra. It was kind of cool. They killed the Draken. And then I can't remember what else is happening, but we'll find out shortly. Okay. Well, that was a quick punishment for talking about an improved position. Losing the raiding party because I didn't split an attack rear squad was sloppy. Getting Jim burned by PD, of course, was worse. I'm guessing he lost probably a bunch of air elementals or something. But that was a different problem. I considered bumping Satis on the throne, so I left Jims on mages. No idea why my fire mage cast elementals instead of flaming arrows like he was scripted. He might not have had high enough paths. If you have like a Jim using spell that you script, even if you're on conservative Jim use, if you don't have the paths to cast that spell, it will use those gems to cast some other spell instead. So that sort of thing can happen there. On another note, watching Phlegra getting beaten was pretty impressive. Fighting into Banefire and Meteors would be a pain, but possible. Ideally, I'll wait until I can spam enough imps from summoners and lifelong protections to bog down the back lines. That's a cool idea, playing Bogarus with like lifelong protections and stuff.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I love life.
The only real problem with playing Bogarus with lifelong protections is like, who do you put them on? Because it's like every single commander in Bogarus is kind of made of paper. You know, and it's like it's an expensive investment.
Put it on the horse guys. They have pretty good stats, actually. The commanders.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's Ulm. Where's Bogarus here? Like these guys? 90 gold.
Not them, but the more expensive ones are even tougher.
He's got 30 gold. Yeah, maybe.
He's got 16 HP. He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
It's also arguably the best like leader of troops in the late age. That's basically a sleeper right there.
Yeah,
it's got 120 leadership and plus
inspirational.
1.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have good leadership on your troops when they're getting their asses handed to them on the battlefield. Don't want them running early. Okay, so he's popped this. Getting the Throne of Misfortune would be kind of cool. He's already Misfortune 3, so...
A dream.
Yeah, I mean, one of the few cases where this throne is actually good. If you have Misfortune 2, you want to be super fucking careful picking it up.
I'm guaranteed to get this throne when I'm luck 3.
Yeah.
Or like luck 1.
Okay, so... Bogarus moving out on this throne, not being otherwise too aggressive, though. Jomen, who's been busy up here... Oh my gosh, what was this? Okay. Wait, where are all his forces? So he brought... Okay, we've got a battle here between Jomen and Arco. He's storming the fort. Arco only has a bunch of chimps inside. So Dragon Teeth, I approve.
I love So Dragon Teeth. Continue. Do it again, please.
Man, these archers are malicious. Each round they've gotten a mage. Oh, and then this guy's running.
Oh, and you brought the wall defenders somehow. And that's that.
I'll just say another game I'm watching had some pretty sick sleep clouds. This was a pretty good sleep cloud here as well. Like, clogging up that gate with sleep cloud, it's pretty sick.
Yeah, Sleep Cloud is really strong for a level 3 spell.
Yeah. Okay, so he clears this out without losing much. Real value from the archers here, actually. They get They get the gold star sniping all the mages. Because the mages, if they summoned a ton of, especially if they got a few So Dragon Teeth casts off, that could have been painful. So Jomen takes this back from Arco. And of course, Agartha has been pushing into Arco, but Arco's main force has come up here. And oh my god, guys, we're going to have the biggest fucking showdown next turn.
Oh my god.
It's going to be, oh my god, he's even got a mage here.
At least one.
At least one. That is a lot of fucking crossbow. I mean, this is going to be mainly light Agarthan crossbow. This is probably 180 crossbow in here. And this is probably 200 crossbow. Or 180. I mean, we may be looking at 300 or 400 crossbow.
Yeah, and a lot of stuff to stand in front of it.
Yeah. I mean,
that's pretty tough.
You shouldn't be able to win mid-game fights without a lot of mage support, but I have a feeling Agartha's going to do it. He's going to force it to work.
There's a will, there's a way. Long dead and crossbowmen. We're moving in. Cast Aerophant, I dare you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth pointing out, these are really good crossbowmen. Some people would say the best in the game, depending, there's a lot of different ways to measure it. But in terms of just like being able to put damage out on the field, they're top notch. Especially if you get Shrink the Giants on them. Which is trivial to do. So.
Yeah, we should also remember, Arco walked that army back up through the wasteland to get there.
Right.
Correctly.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Walked back through the wasteland at some point, and they probably are not doing great on the starvation front.
Right. And this is the thing, like when you're moving, I mean, he's been using a lot of mages, so all these turns where he's like running this army around are like really painful, right? Because ideally, you use your mage core, you take an objective, you kill an army, and then they go back to researching or something. You don't want them spending 8 or 9 turns running around.
Yeah, it can set you really far behind.
And Jomen, it looks like, so he was out here kind of dancing around Arco's cap. It looks like he's mostly pulled back, took this fort back from Arco, but also he's been dealing with Abyssia attacking him. And let's see, did he get... So Phantasmal... Okay, so this Mist-Covered Highlands. I don't see any Ryujin attacks over here, because he's been running around trying to catch them.
Right. And the Abyssia was actually quite frustrated, from what I remember, trying to catch the Ryujin.
Right.
That's a big force.
They're so hard to predict. You just have to... You just have to like randomly put stuff down.
I still love how that's an indie water province. 2 away from Jomen's cap. Turn.
He's actually taking a lot of the indies back, Grippa. That's the sad thing. He still has 2.
Oh, he's never taken the one with the water trolls in it.
Yeah, this one's been here all
That's
game.
been like that, or sea trolls.
It's such a nice province, 125.
I know,
it's
been like
ridiculous.
that since the beginning of the game.
He's gonna need a lot of Ryujin.
The thing that I found like a little suspect is, like at a really big macro strategic level, Jomen's in a 2v1, like one level beneath it, when Abyssia is in this war, he's like, borrowing from chess, he's forked the capital and Stone Heavens, like when he's over here. And these guys have Wasteland Survival, so this isn't even a problem. Right? But basically, Jomen's got to decide which one does he defend. And he can't defend, like, he has to split his forces to defend both. So, like, in theory, you should just be able to pick one of them, the one he's less likely to fully commit to, like this one, and just go take it. And you can take everything you have and go take it, and he'll only be able to defend it with half of what he has.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think all of the Ryujin are in Jomen's capital, by the way, because you had 8 on the scouting report.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of Ryujin. But I don't think there was anything in the cap circle to take it. Like, he must have brought them back to change gear or something. Like, I don't know why.
Something.
Yeah.
Regen, something like that.
Yeah.
Or he's getting ready to go attack the Abyssia fort. He wanted them with the army for some reason.
Okay, so that's that. I mean, we've covered most of the Jomen conflicts. I think, Patala's got another throne over here, which Maybe Bogarus will try to snipe before Jomen comes back to try to kill them. That would be a really nice pickup. Gallows, and then the magic resistance doesn't matter much, but it's pretty high income province.
It's not a bad province. 35 PD on that, by the way.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, Abyssia patrolling out scouts, but so far no bloodshed here between... not Abyssia, Ulm. No bloodshed here between Ulm and... Let's take a look at these armies, see how we think they do against ghosts.
Yeah, that's a scary front.
Can you also click on some of the troops at some point?
Oh, to see if they're starving? Oh, we got some bags. Sadly, these don't stack, I don't think. I think they have to be on separate commanders. Yeah.
Low supply provinces.
There's some... we saw a little bit of disease, but I don't see any starvation, so...
You should be fine.
Okay. I mean, this bodes well, though. I really like seeing supply items. That's like one of the things you need to kill Lemuria, is you need those supply items. So it's really important.
They're kind of militarizing the border to an extent as well, right?
Yeah. Lemuria is, for sure.
All of Ulm's stuff is on that border.
Right. I think Ulm has solar weapons, too.
They do.
So...
That army is a really hard army to fight with ghosts. There's a bunch of ghoul guardians in there, too.
Yeah. I think with the ghosts, you try to, like, flank this. But, I mean, they've got tough flanks. They've got ghoul guardians here. These solar weapons dudes here. These guys are going to be doing solar rays or dust to dust or something. And, I mean, you want anti-magic, too, which Ulm can do pretty easily. But I don't see the gems for it. And then the thing I was looking for in this army with the crossbows is you want to see flaming arrows, and we don't see that here. So
I do have a question. Have we seen even a single of the foreign recruit mages from Ulm?
Well, we can see there's no labs. There's no naked labs, so...
That's the easiest way to get anti-magic, is to just have the astral tubes.
Right. So,
I'm hoping that
we see some illuminated ones.
I'm scared for Ulm here, because Lemuria has a lot more forces there. And if Ulm doesn't, combine, I'm scared for him.
I don't think that's necessarily true. This army needs flaming arrows, but Ulm can do it. I forget how they do it exactly. It's kind of tricky for them. I think they have to have an astral random of the member of the second tier. Like, it's one of these guys. You have to get, a fire random, and then he can jump into a communion. So they're really rare, right? It's basically like 2%.
Matrix into it as well, of course.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, that requires now construction 6. Isn't that matrices? Aren't they 6? Are they 6 or 4?
I think they're 4.
They're 4?
Actually. I believe so.
Okay.
Can Lemuria move over? I doubt that Lemuria can get all 3 armies onto that middle province. If he could...
Oh, he can definitely get everybody here. Whether he could
attack Ulm. The guys in the forest.
Yeah, these guys could definitely attack here. Well, it depends. Lemuria is kind of interesting because they have floating and non-floating commanders. So the ghosts are floating. But if you put them on, Centurions, the, guys they summon... They don't float. Yeah. So you lose a decent amount of mobility, especially going from forest, plains, wasteland, if you're not floating. So, but the free spawn holy priest dudes, they have floating. So you put the ghosts on them, they are now much more mobile.
Because I'm just the way that they're poised, they're 1 province away from Ulm's cap.
Yeah.
And if Ulm remains on the defensive there and he moves those armies in. Yeah. And say he even doesn't even he doesn't even win that fight there, but he moves the other 2 armies to the right of this down into Ulm land. Ulm has to just stay there and defend.
Wait, where are you saying Lemuria moves?
If Lemuria moves the people from the forest, that right there south. I guess you can't make that.
Yeah, I think if you're Lemuria, you try not to fight these armies. I mean, this army you would kill, actually. This army you would just attack and then kill.
Yeah,
Because
he
this
can
army
kill
doesn't have
that
flaming
one.
arrows. If it doesn't have flaming arrows, I mean, the Black Priest, if he has Iron Blizzard, will fuck up ghosts. But, and he could. I mean, it's turn 37. Do we see what they cast?
Earth Power, Sermon of Courage. They are
Legions of Steel. We don't see any evidence of... Yeah, we don't see any evidence that he has high...
He might not even be able to reach with evocations from that far away.
Yeah,
so,
but like we don't see any evocation spells at all, you know.
Well, they were off script. They were casting Sermon of Courage. I doubt he has Sermon of Courage scripted that much.
Okay. So it could be.
I'm just scared for him because he's 1v1ing Lemuria right now.
But yeah,
and
as
Lemuria's stacking up on his board and be like, I can just grind him down.
The thing is that like a properly scripted Ohm army could easily kill 700 or 800 ghosts. And when you're fighting as Lemuria, the other thing to know is like a lot of times you might lose 500 ghosts and not kill anything if you bring 500. But sometimes bringing 1,000, you'll lose 600 or 700, but win the battle. Right? So it's like knowing what the breakpoints are going to be versus what you're fighting and bringing enough. Because,
he does have mages there.
Yeah.
The Lemuria does have.
Lemuria does? We see a Grand Lemur. I mean, yeah, and if he starts getting stuff like Darkness or Rigor Mortis, the math starts changing pretty dramatically. So I don't think Lemuria has much research at turn 37. Like turn 37, I feel like you might get your first 6, maybe. If you're doing well, but this is like a really slow Lemuria.
We can check that. We have the technology.
We do have the technology. All right. Ravzia, where do you think Lemuria is on this in the research graph? Actually, I'm going to turn them off. And we're gonna do this for both of y'all. All right. Where do you think they are relative to Agartha?
Above.
Yeah, I think they're above Agartha.
You think they're above Agartha?
I think he spent the whole time reanimating.
All right, I'm just gonna say below Agartha. Okay.
Son of a bitch. My idea was that Agartha's done nothing but reincarnation, which is not researching with the mages.
Even Agartha, putting temples in every single province, not making mages. He has more research than Lemuria.
And we do a minor detour. Can you check a couple of Agartha provinces and see how much PD he has in them? Because one of them had 45, and I'm scared that that's what he's been spending his money on, is putting PD into his provinces.
Let's see.
He's defending his temples.
30, 25. Okay, we've got a single player identified here. 30. Oh, thank God you did this script. 30. Holy fuck. 25, 15.
Yeah,
35,
I saw that
35.
I saw the 40 there, and I was like, what the fuck?
The thing is, this actually is a legit way to play in single. It's not exactly optimal, but like putting 30 all over the place is actually decent in single player.
Yes, in single player.
I think it makes sense because he's defending his temples.
I mean, that's true.
That is true. He has to defend all.
Some of them. We've got some weak spots here with only 10.
That's like the most valuable province he has other than his cap, too.
Yeah.
That's the one with 10.
Well, he's putting the highest PD on the border with Lemuria. At least we can say that.
No, we can't really say that because Lemuria just gobbles up PD. PD is like what Lemuria is meant to fight efficiently.
I'm not saying it's a good decision.
Okay.
I'm saying he made the decision.
He did do that. He did make that decision.
The decision was made, move on.
So these are really interesting. I just love the thing that's fun about Lemuria to me is that it's like a very technical nation because you can get your ass handed to you so badly or you can kind of stomp so badly. And it's like, it has a lot to do with like your judgment calls. And if this war breaks out, which I hope it does, like it would be really interesting to see because this army could easily kill 700 or 800 ghosts if they have a good formation and ghosts don't break through. They get off anti-magic. Lemuria doesn't have rigor mortis or darkness. This could easily kill 700 ghosts. But then, it's also possible for Lemuria to just wipe the floor with them. So
it'll be interesting. I hope it starts up very soon.
Yeah.
Well, that's if they go to war. We haven't heard anything about that yet, have we?
We haven't. I think Ulm mentioned in the comments of the last video, because now we're like real time for these videos going out, that he and Lemuria have made peace. So, or like they've come to an agreement. But then it's like, what are you doing with your armies here? So, because it's not like just armies, it's armies and mages. Like, that's fucking
Lemuria
committed.
was there first.
Huh?
Lemuria was there first.
Okay.
Maybe they're just responding.
Yeah, that's possible.
Lemuria is also not building a fort on that.
Somebody was going on and on in our Discord about never being able to trust a pop kill nation. About, like, they always attack you. I can't remember what it was. They just had, like, really bad diplomacy. Like, they're like, can you trust pop kill to, like, honor their agreements? I think you can, as much as you can trust
People
anybody.
are fully corrupted.
But maybe there's a thing I don't know about.
If anything, a pop kill nation's more likely to.
To trust you, to be trustworthy?
Because they have so little, like goodwill out there that they have to hold on to whatever they have.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they've identified the one neighbor that is okay with them existing. Okay, Phalegra and Satis, this is probably going to be the more interesting part. So last turn, I believe, or maybe 2 turns ago, oh man, Satis is making a comeback. Satis kind of been getting hammered this game.
That's called being late age Satis.
They've been playing their nation. Oh wait, who is...
Phalegra does, in fact, have astral mages and ladies.
Ooh.
Oh god.
That's
Jesus,
pretty spicy.
That's a pass and a half.
Put some earth boots on this guy.
Yes, he
He
did.
has earth boots. And there he goes.
There he goes.
Now there's Satis's. Oh
Suck
no, he
it,
doesn't
mage.
have feet slots. Ooh, that's a zinger.
Yep.
Suck it, mage.
Can't go underwater either. It's really bad.
All right, takes
Sand will be
this.
so happy to see this.
I mean, Satis is... Okay, here's a question for you, Grippa. Have you played both these nations? Have you played Phalegra?
I've never played Phalegra, but
Okay.
unfortunately I have played Satis. Has it shown?
Do you think Phalegra has enough gas in the tank? The god's dead, right? But he's got a big army here of a lot of Helot soldiers and Iron Guard. Iron Guard are really good. Does he have what it takes to hit the cap?
How many units are in the cap? Can you get back to the cap again? 120.
120, mostly chariots.
I think he could. I don't think 120. Like, it depends, because then it's like poison slingers. Okay,
Yeah.
they're kind of falling off. Not that much PD. I don't know if that's enough chariots to overcome. Like, they'll get cut down real quick by how many iron, whatever the hell that name is.
They kill pretty quick, too, though.
Yeah.
Here's my question.
These guys could make it, too. You get, like, probably another 40 chariots over here.
If Satis can get everything back into the capital and fight the battle there, he'll win.
All right, what's the question, Rav?
What is Enceladus doing in that army?
Oh, that's right. We have... Oh, shit. The Shattered Volcano. We have Laestrygonian Tyrants running around. Yeah.
Oh, if there's a tyrant in there, that's a...
Yeah,
if he has any gear.
Generally, you don't want to move Enceladus around. He's supposed to just exist and give you gems. Because if he dies, you want to, like, go cry. Because he has really good paths and he gives you gems.
Well, he's there to kick some lizard ass and take names. So
The Draken died, Grippa.
Yeah.
So
Dragon smack it. He's not Enceladus.
I think the thing is, like, especially with Tyrants out, Tyrants do really well against Satis in some ways. Like, they're not going to care about chariots. They can't get killed by Banefire, but once they get Phoenix Pyre, they don't really care. And then...
I think they still care. Phoenix Pyre is good, but if you're getting hit like twice in a row, you can still die to it.
Tyrants care
yeah,
about
but if
age.
you have like... You're also going to have Soul Vortex potentially, and now the thing that it also throws like a thing in this matchup is like Skelly spam, because then Skelly spam, you're not going to... Soul Vortex isn't going to work.
The other one, I doubt Satis has this yet, but Drain Life is a really...
Yeah. But it's still not going to kill... it's going to be hard to kill them in rapid succession. Like, especially if they have soul vortex and you have troops, human troops, or like non-lifeless troops. A lot of times you have to kill them like 3 times back to back. It's hard to do that with main fire and with drain life. They're just not long enough range.
I don't know. I've seen it with Frozen Heart. I've seen it. Happen.
Yeah, I mean, it can totally happen too. If if you get a few unlucky rolls and you just spawn close to the mage core a few times.
Yeah.
And they can also do rigor mortis. That helps a little bit, especially if there's not living troops for them to soul drain onto or soul vortex.
We also haven't seen high alteration.
Right. How's their research?
Good.
Ooh, they're number 3.
Oh.
So yeah, it's very possible, especially number 3 by turn 37. They could have.
Statistic's number 1, right?
Is that still? Oh, no way. Oh, that's so cool. We haven't really seen them do crazy shit with it other than foul vapors, though.
They could have drain life. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, drain life would definitely change the equation a bit.
Coming down to the Calum front, Raids here takes this back from the Indies. Hits this. Oh my god. This is just when you think you're going to casually raid a fort and there's 100 PD here. What's up, guys?
That is the music of this game.
Yeah, pretty much.
The single player experiences are definitely showing. Jesus.
Everybody seems to have gifts from heaven.
Yeah, there's a... Ooh, Blade Wind coming out. That is a value spell here. All the monkeys are running.
I don't like Blade Wind. Robin Big Snake? What a name.
Alright, so only losing 99 troops. 30 Raven Guard.
Calum way.
Yeah.
He still came ahead in gold. That's the sad thing.
Yeah.
Was that 60 PD?
That is 60 PD. That's
60
a lot of PD.
120 Marcata.
Oh my god. Now, if he had Flaming Arrows, this would have been a different story. Patala really just is that nation that really wants fire mages. I mean, holy shit.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
even lore friendly, but they don't get them.
Yeah. Okay, so that's probably, that was the last great hope, that PD dump of Patala.
That's the way to spend your gold at the end.
Yeah, I mean, Calum's now in a very playable position. They're probably... let's take just a little... We're going to go to the next turn, but let's take a look at Calum. Middle of the pack for research. Number 2 in provinces. Holy shit.
Look at that graph.
Look at that. From number 2 at the bottom, almost first person eliminated from the game,
Goddamn half.
all the way to number 2 in provinces. That is... Buy low and sell high, friends. Holy shit. I mean, income, they're still up there. That is so cool.
Income is fine.
All right. We'll probably call it for this episode, but we'll go ahead and record another one, I think. But yeah. Rabzi, closing thoughts?
I'm just excited to see what happens next. We're kind of getting into a little bit of a calmer period after all those wars. So
yeah, I want to see the Arco Agartha thing break loose. This is what I want to see. Give me some juice for this next turn.
Yeah, I want to see that battle.
Grippa?
I want big fights. Go back to war.
Okay.
Kill each other.
All right. We'll see you all next time. Till then, take care.
Ciao.